The Nords are going to be the strongest kingdom in Bannerlord once War Sales releases. There, I said it. Don't believe me? Then stick around to the end of this video and I'll prove it. Mariners are going to be a new troop type. Tailworlds has even mentioned this in social media and their teasing shorts, including straight up saying that the Nords will have unmatched readiness at sea. The focus here on lighter armors leads me to believe that for a lot of other kingdoms, it won't even be a high tier troop that counts as a mariner. They could be a whole separate unit, or they might just count as a troop type. Either way, the fact is this already limits every other kingdom in the game because every unit for the Nords counts as a mariner. That means at sea, they can adapt to anything even remotely trying to be a threat. Trying being the key word, because you could just fight them on land, right? That has to be their weakness, right? Wrong! The patch notes for 1.3 have made several changes to melee combat, and all of them favor the Nords. Shield AI has improved, specifically mentioning their effectiveness against ranged attacks and smaller shields. Oh, you mean like those beastly round shields all the Nords have now? Yeah, those. Then you have the fact that spears are used by default and bracing properly is actually going to be a reliable tactic. Those are great changes alone. And then lastly, we have the adjustments made to formations and specifically staying in those formations with commands like engage, for even better shield wall formations. And you know who loves a good shield wall? The only tier 6 infantry in the game, the Nord Huscarl. Let's talk about these walking death machines for a minute, shall we? Armed to the teeth with a sword or hand axe, throwing axes, and a spear, they benefit the most from all of these changes. At tier 6, each of their weapon skills alone is going to be level 200 plus. They are built for the shield wall, impaling cavalry if the axes don't end them first, laughing at arrows as they march like a wave of death. That's scary enough to deal with, but remember, they are also mariners, which means if you are unlucky enough to fight them at sea, they get an additional bonus to their performance. Even if you're confident in your cavalry and tactics to try and take them down, that's not going to help you during sieges. Maybe if you can take them out with artillery. They are going to be so good at raiding, it's actually one of their cultural bonuses. During a war, most AI armies tend to raid villages and take out caravans just by default, and the Nords are going to actively destroy everything because of increased loot they get. Although catching a caravan on land may be difficult until they steal some horses. So the Nords don't have any cavalry. That's true. Fair enough. But that also means that as a player you don't have to worry about leveling certain skills and worrying about finding a commander for cavalry and horse archers, allowing you to focus on doing the things the Nords do best. Because unlike the Huscarl some of you may remember from back in Warband, captains get to enhance their troops even further. That means you could focus on any or all of the parts that make the Huscarl terrifying. You could focus your perks on polearms, or thrown weapons, or even just a fast-moving strike force while another unit handles the defense. All I'm saying is that in the hands of the player, like myself, it's going to be a fun playthrough of raiding and adventure. And for those of you that are going to try and stand against them, try to take them out first, because once they have a chance to build up, there's going to be no stopping them. Does this all make sense now? Do you see how all of these little things wrap up into one terrifying axe-wielding package? This doesn't even include their other units like the Shock Troop Ulfadin. You can't fight them at sea, they have the advantage there. You can't easily defend in sieges because they're built for close combat and can use their naval power to reinforce. And their shield wall will be an unyielding fortress that will break any cavalry charge you throw at them. Do you want to know the truly terrifying part? Warband takes place 200 years after the start of Bannerlord, and the Nords are the only ones to survive that long. There is no escape. The Nords and the War Sales expansion are still stated to come fall 2025. If you can't already tell, I'm excited and thank you for watching. What about you? Are you going to play a Nord when it comes out? Do you disagree with anything I said in the video? Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far and like what I have to say, you should probably subscribe to my channel. That's all I got for now.
And I'll see you in the next one.